Hey, great Wednesday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville, Texas, and I am at home. Uh, One of the things that I think I really appreciate and like about this being at home is that I get to bed a lot earlier. And one of the things that I've been enjoying these past couple of days is I have been crashing out on the earlier side of stuff. So that helps. I think it gives me the opportunity to have a little bit more energy out there, and I'm grateful. Let me say, guys, I want to. I think I should wait till more people come on, maybe. But it's been a an interesting day today, and it's been an interesting day because I've had the opportunity to meet up with a lot of folks out there. Crap. I had the opportunity to meet up with a lot of folks out there that maybe I wouldn't have the opportunity of meeting up with as often as I could or would. And I say that because uh, I do tend to be a little bit on the busy side, and um, and I am introvert by choice. But that is I enjoy my solitude a little bit, maybe too much. But so I don't go out as much as a lot of people think. But when I do go out, I do tend to be super nice. But had the opportunity to speak to a lot of folks today because, like I shared this morning, I did stop by the city plaza to pick up uh, some documents for um, for my race, upcoming race as for mayor of the city of Brownsville. And I shared this morning. I ran and I actually posted. And let me say, the reason I share with you and I post is because I will always be transparent. And that is one of the things that maybe, like someone mentioned today. They said, Asma, maybe you just need to be a little bit more on the nicer side than that you usually are. I'm not going to give you a different Erasmo Castro running for office than an Erasmo Castro who is Erasmo Castro. What you see is what you get. I am not the most refined speaker out there. I thank you, Victor. Love you, Baba. I'm not the most politically correct individual out there, and we don't always have to agree on everything. But at least you'll know that I'm not bull crapping you. At least you'll know that I'm always telling you the truth, and that's got to be worth something, you know. And I think that's something that's been lost in politics. Uh, I think it's speaking with a forked tongue is what it's called, and it's unfortunate because you don't get a clear picture in regards to what the candidate really wants to do for the community. You get supposition, and you get a lot of well, we don't know, and we get a lot of what we already have right now, and that's just really unfortunate for any community. It's extra unfortunate for the community, our community. And I make mention of this because one of the things that I posted this morning, before we go into the politics thing, one of the things that I posted this morning was good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. I sing pretty good sometimes. Thank you, Primo. Hey, send me an inbox. I might need some help in regards to getting some artwork done. What I'm going to start to do this week is I'm going to start to make my signs for this campaign. I want to start putting them up hopefully this week. I'm going to put up a couple of signs. Not going to put up a lot of them. I think I'm probably going to make maybe $600 worth of signs. I'm not going to spend a lot of money. But maybe someone out there could help me out with regards to the artwork. Yeah, I want it very, very plain and simple. Just want a nice picture of Erasmo Castro and just Erasmo. That's all I want on it. Erasmo. We'll see what happens. Have some car stickers. You should I get some? Uh, kind of I find it feel wonky about the car stickers, but if I get enough requests for them, I might order them. Just because it's kind of trippy looking through them sometimes, and I don't want anyone to get in an accident. But if you want one, Papa, I'll get one done for you. I promise. Thank you, JJ. Love you, man. Um, I was thinking about this morning. I'm going to mention two, three things, and then I'll be off. I don't have a co-host yet. I'm still trying to find one. Someone who committed this morning didn't show up, but it's okay. Let me say, let me say, uh, a couple of the comments that came on with the post I put up in regards to the vote, keychain and cups. Please, I'm not that rich, puppy. Good evening, Mayor. How does that sound? Sounds pretty awesome, guys. Not gonna lie, let's get it done. Yeah, actually, it's kind of crazy, Ben. But the reason I was thinking about asking the primo and other folks out there in regards to getting that artwork done was I had you in mind because let me say, Ben was one of the first ones to say, "Hey, I'm getting my truck fixed because on the back of the truck I'm going to be driving around with a Erasmo sign on it." And I appreciate that. And that's something that I'm probably going to equip a couple of our trucks with because I want to see who does that for you, Ben. And we have a truck, so I want to get that one done, and maybe find some other individuals that might have a truck that wouldn't mind doing it for it. But I was thinking about you, so I want to get some signs made ASAP as soon as possible. That's what ASAP means. So thank you, Ben. Also, a friend of mine over there, in the St. Joe area, is asked for a big sign, and I plan to oblige, and I appreciate that because those are good areas, guys. And thank you, Ben. So I've got you in mind, and this friend of mine up there on Palm in mind as well. Let me say, I was thinking about this when with a post that I added to my page in regards to uh, the vote that happened at BISD, Mr. Castro for mayor. The vote that happened at BISD, I need a sign. Ah, yes. Actually, I was thinking about you this morning because when si alguien va a venir a firmar va a ser Julián. But yeah, I know exactly where that one's going to go too. So I was thinking about that this morning with the BISD vote, and people were commenting and they were going like, well, what do you expect? These people promised to be out there to fight for the teachers, to help teachers, to get and look, guys, uh, something that a lot of people neglect, and one of those people is Roman, is that this is not money that's going to affect the district in any which way. They have to spend it on something. The problem is that the district spends so much money on covering holes that they themselves have made because of the stupid decisions that this board, the previous board, and the previous board affected on this community. So now it's all a matter of catch up. Now, take into consideration, guys, at BISD, let me tell you, they are still mega top heavy. I mean, two deputy superintendents, a superintendent who can't answer a question to save his life has to, ask someone other for an answer, guys. That still has what, five AAs and a crapload of individual at the Glass Palace, guys. It gets to that point where you know you got to start chopping off from the top. No one has brought that into light. And again, when you've got all these individuals out there, and you go back and tell the community there is no money, then it gets really, really upsetting. And my concern is it's always about the money. There is no money. There is no money. Going to put the wood on the sides of my truck so I can put the signs on. Love you, Papa. Let me know when they're ready. I need one for those big signs too, compadrito. Hasta en Monterrey vamos a poner. Mm, I actually thought about that. Not even joking. I thought, ¿cuánto me costará poner un letrero de Monterrey a Bronx? Créamelo, no, Iván, lo estaba pensando. Thank you, Ben. Love you. And I got yours, San Julian. So it's really upsetting because the promises that these individuals that are in the majority right now have made were for and in favor of the community. Yet when you've got $130 million out there stashed away in ESSER funds that you need to use, and you need to use for the right reasons, instead of covering the hole that you made in regards to health insurance, then it gets frustrating. And one of the things that I mentioned this morning, guys, it gets frustrating because may not like your kid's teacher, guys. But let me tell you, I know for a fact the teachers out there, they spend boohoo's of hours, guys. And I'm not only talking about boohoo's of hours throughout the day, throughout the whole week and throughout the whole year in regards to preparation and in regards to getting ready for an upcoming next school years, guys. And the amount of money that Carlos Elizondo and Frank Ortiz had placed on the agenda for individuals to vote on, guys, it really wasn't a lot of money, guys. I mean, it was $1,250. I'm sorry, guys, that's nothing. And look, with the economy the way it is right now, guys, you're talking about maybe two used car payments, guys. $1,250, guys, is probably what I'm going to spend on signs. And that's what's trippy, you know? It's only $1,250. And they still couldn't give that to the teachers. And again, I made mention of the school, the Morningside Elementary, with a mess of 50 special needs students in a classroom, guys. If I was a special needs parent, I would be fuming. I would be standing at Morningside Elementary even before they open their doors, waiting for someone to come in so I could talk to someone. And that's what's unfortunate. Look, guys, with me, you're not going to get the bull crap. You're not going to get the double talk. You're not going to get someone who's going to come out here and lie to you. What I think I can do for this community, I will continue to do, guys. I will continue to fight. I will continue to be the voice of individuals who cannot speak for themselves or refuse to. Uh, One of the reasons why I'm asking for signatures, folks, is because I want you to be a part of this campaign. I have a friend who reached out to me and said, Asma, I cannot go. I cannot drive. I am on a very, very fixed income. I don't have money for gas. And I said, "Well, let me know. Tomorrow I do plan on being on the road a little bit. So I could probably stop off and stop off and pick up signatures here or there. I actually got a couple of places that I'm probably going to go to because of multiple signatures in that one establishment at home. So I plan to go pick up some signatures and get my list ready. Guys, I only need like 70 more signatures. So today, guys, literally I got 80 signatures come in today. And let me say that is an amazing amount. And I'm very, very grateful and very, very appreciative that individuals took time out of their day to stop by and share their signatures. And let me say, despite the fact that I probably still need a couple more signatures, I'm on the hopeful side that we'll be able to get those signatures in uh, before the time that I want to turn them in. So we'll see. How you doing, Pablo? How you doing? Hello.
Hello?
How you doing? Hello. Hello.
Good.
There's a delay because I think you've got two things working.
Good.
Yeah. Let me say, guys. I made mention. I think they did. I think that they got taken care of. I'm not sure. Uh, Let me say, guys. Uh, I had made mention this morning that I had run into Commissioner Jessica Tetreault at at yeah. If you're on YouTube, smash that like button, guys. I ran into Commissioner Jessica Tetreault at City Plaza, and we had a conversation. Took a picture, guys, uh, and come sign Erasmo Castro for mayor sheet, please. I had a conversation out there, and let me say, I said, "Hey, are you going to do signatures? Or are you going to pay the amount?" She said, "I'm just going to pay." I said, "Oh," and John Cowan is running for mayor, and he's just going to pay. And North Galansky has already turned in her paperwork, and she's running for a District 1 commissioner, and she's going to pay. I have opted to get you involved in it. I still need 80, no, 70 signatures. Today I got 80. I need 70 more signatures. So yeah, stop by with everyone that votes in your family. But let me say, guys, uh, yeah, there's no picture coming out, Pablo. It's black. But let me say, folks, um, let me see if that works. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. I don't think I
Uh,
had an issue hearing you. I think that you were on two devices, and one of them was on a delay. So and that happens. So when it was going towards the other, I could hear my voice saying what I said like 3 4 seconds before after I'd said it. But going back, guys, one of the reasons why I opt to do the signature thing is because I said this during my first race. I want you to be a part of this campaign. And by you taking time out of your day, out of your schedule, driving downtown, coming to the office, it it motivates myself and other individuals who are going to opt to obtain signatures in putting boots to the ground. And one of the things that I hope to be able to share is that, guys, I'm going to put boots to the ground in regards to getting out there and promoting Erasmo Castro for mayor. But I cannot do it alone. The difference, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Pablo, but the difference is that these individuals, Jessica Tetreault, John Cowan, Nerith Golonsky, they got millions of dollars at their disposal.
Absolutely. They do. And pues como quien dice, se están comprando el boleto.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the easier route. The easier route is
But
to spend
but
millions of dollars.
but they believe that because they have the money, because they, you know, people like you and me, like we're not blessed to have all that money to spare to throw around in all these races. Like if they win or lose, they're like, was it was only a couple of bucks.
Oh
But
yeah.
for you, but for people like you and me that want to make a difference in the community because we see the real struggle, because we have our boots on the ground out here in the real world, not in their little bubble of society, you know, basically they're the entitled. And I don't know, I just think it's messed up that they should be, elected, or how can I say, they should be wanted by the people to run, not just buy their ticket and automatically get on the ballot.
I agree. And again, it is the easier route for them because, and I'll give folks this example. Last time around, when John Cowan was running for city commissioner, guys, he spent over $125,000. $125,000. North Golonsky probably spent 150, $175,000.
Wow.
For me and for Pablo and for you guys, 125, 150, $175,000 is a fortune. And,
Yeah.
and one of the things that I hope individuals here in the city of Brownsville take into consideration, guys, not that many people here in the city earn that type of money a year. And you've got these individuals who are gambling on winning a race by uh, dishing out, let's put it at $150,000, guys. By the time, and again, a clear example is what they've done for this community in the time that they've been there. Guys, they've benefited them themselves. So they got, it was an investment for them. So they went out there and spent $150,000. It was an investment because when you can make $1 million from $150,000, it's a major investment. The issue is, unfortunately for us, because we don't have any type of campaign finance reform, these individuals can continue to go out there and distribute chicken plates like I have cat hairs coming out of my ears. Crazy, and it's unfortunate because there's a
It,
lot of individuals out there that continue to believe that these individuals want what's best for the city of Brownsville.
it's unfortunate, but unfortunately, people would sell their souls for just a chicken plate, a handout. It's unfortunate, but like our own people would rather be like, no, hombre, pues I'm gonna vote for that guy because he gave me a chicken plate, or he gave me a handshake, and he kissed my babies. That's that's a sad truth, or am I wrong? Am I wrong, Erasmo?
No, unfortunately, we have too many individuals que se van con la finta. And the problem, I think, is that a lot of folks have that mentality. If you give me something, I a fuerzas have to give you something back. Let me say, guys, these individuals that run for office, who spend these fortunes on these campaigns, they have already given themselves all of this money. And this is one of the reasons why I think a lot of individuals that out there are, wanting to join those little slates. Unfortunately, that and for us, that these slates continue to help themselves among themselves. One of the conversations that I had with Jessica Tetro this morning, and I think it's going to happen. I asked because she made mention that Nerith Kalansky was out there this morning. So I asked, I said, well, who's running against Nerith Kalansky? She said, Brian. And, we'd already heard that Brian Martinez was interested in picking up a packet and, going. And let me tell you guys, between a between a Brian and a Grolansky, it's a tough choice to make. I'm very, very fortunate. I don't live in District 1. It's a very, very tough choice because at the end of the day, by the tone of the voice that I heard from Commissioner Tetro, you know, she's already under the Roy de las Chanclas wing. And and look, again, I don't want anyone under Commissioner de las Chanclas wings. I don't. And I'm going to have this conversation with Commissioner Roy de las Chanclas. We're supposed
That's
to
your
go.
best friend.
That's what a lot of people say. And let me tell you, I have no friends. That's one of the reasons. No,
Uh, uh,
really.
I'm the biggest supporter of that. I always throw it out there. That's your best friend.
Let me say, there's one reason to spend that kind of money on a campaign. And that one reason, Susan, is because they expect money back as an investment. And that's the problem.
But for them, it's all a hustle. I mean, they all have each other's backs, and as much as I hate it, I mean, that's a compadrismo that there is here in Cameron County. Like, it's almost impossible for people like you and me, Erasmo, to get elected into office here in Cameron County or the Valley in general, because it's who you know and what you can do for the people that are already in power that gets you the seat. Or am I wrong?
Well, unfortunately, that is the norm. That is what we need to stop. And the only way that we're going to stop it is if we continue to work together.
But
And
that's the thing. Like, you and me can scream it at the top of our lungs, so we're blue in the face. But the people, like, they see you, they see me, and they're like, nah, pues they're being negative. Hombre, ellos que saben, tan locos nomás porque quieren ganar el voto y no sé qué. Like, people, let's face it, our people, our Mexican heritage people, that's the first thing they say. And I'm not wrong about that. That's the first thing they say. That's the first thing they run to, that, nah, they're just trying to get votes. Nah, they're just trying to do this. They're just trying to do that. I'm going to go with what I know. And unfortunately, at the end, they're effing themselves over.
Well, it's unfortunate, but I think one of the things that has shifted in this community is everyone in this community has had their pocketbook hurt. I mean, severely, like it's never been hurt before. That's one. Two, uh, we have proof that that they lied, they cheated, and they stole from us. We have proof, a proof that came out during audit, and we'll see. I'm hopeful that individuals are going to be pissed off enough that they're going to want to demand some type of change out there. A
I
lot,
mean,
right? Oh Lord.
I mean, I'm hoping for the best, but also we gotta be realist and prepare for the worst, because let's face it, not a lot of people have. I'm sorry, I'm gonna throw it out there. Not a lot of people have a lot of common sense.
And not most, and that is what's very very unfortunate.
It is, but come on, we gotta be look at the realistic side of things and know that not a lot of people think outside of the box. They're used to one mentality, and they'll take it to their grave.
Yeah, yeah. That trust me, Susan. I that was one of the things that I was thinking about this morning. But it's very very, and it's all about who you align with, Susan. And let me say, we've got Brian out there who's under Commissioner de las Chanclas wing. We got Jessica Tretro now, who's going to be under the other wing for Commissioner de las Chanclas. Do we want one commissioner to continue to have all that power over everything that is Brownsville, Texas? And that's what's really, very, very, very scary. And again, guys, I will have this conversation with Commissioner Las Chanclas, and I will flat out go out there and tell him, that Jessica Tetro is not the best candidate for mayor of the city of Brownsville. And Jessica is a friend, going to continue to be a friend. She is not the best suited, most qualified individual for the city. She is so far and apart from normal people. And again, guys, look, most people in the city of Brownsville don't drive a Tesla. Most people here in the city of Brownsville don't have these fancy nightgown dresses and these Gucci shoes and these bags and stuff that a lot of
Oye,
that flaunts on social media.
I was about to say, how do you know she has midnight dresses?
Well, not that I'm peeking in through her windows,
Ah,
but
I'm just saying.
and again, most individuals out there don't have that. And look, I wear Armani suits. I wear chaps. I wear tailored suits, but I get mine at the thrift store.
Hey, don't knock off the thrift store,
Oh,
bro.
I love the thrift store. Trust me. I think a lot of people are always very surprised when they see Erasmo Castro at the thrift store. Guys, I'm always at the thrift store, and every single piece of well, no, my pants I got those at Old Navy, but I got those at Old Navy because the airline lost my luggage and I got free pants because I got a reimbursement for the clothes that I had to buy. So I bought myself some Old Navy, and let me tell you, they fit really, really well. But this shirt, it's an amazing shirt. I got it at everything that I own. Mostly, it comes from the thrift store. So there's a disconnect, guys. Look, John Cowan hasn't worked a day in his life. It hasn't worked a day in his life. You think John Cowan has ever, been out there and wondered how they're going to get to work because they don't have gas in their car? No,
We,
guys. He comes from the rich and privileged. They have cash. They have boohoo's of money, guys. So the issue, and look, and this is what's important for normal citizens out there. And look, I'm not dishing anyone that has cash. You could have all the cash in the world. You just don't have to shove it in everyone's face every
Exactly.
seconds. And look, you have to have a slight bit of empathy in regards to giving back to the community. But honestly, guys, honestly, anyone out there, even just Commissioner Tetro, who's watching tonight, and Commissioner Cowan, someone give me one instance recently where they have given back to the community. Just one. One. I can't find any. There isn't. Think of it. Because Commissioner Cowan went out there and put all my accomplishments, my MBA, and God is my judger, and Bible verses, coming out of his beautiful head. Guys, when's the last time that they did anything for the most needy individuals here in the city of Brownsville or in our community?
Never.
They haven't. It's not out there because they haven't, because they don't care. And look, they don't care to the point where you could be out there, and Susan's been one that's been out there screaming at the meetings, and they want to play us for fools. They did the same thing, Pablo, to the people from Fronton Street. Same thing. They played with them. They told them when a little group went out there, and Fronton people, back me up, and you better be voting for me, damn it, because those people that are running against me right now, they voted against you, but they played them. They played them. They went before a meeting and they said, "Guys, we don't want Fronton Street's name to change." They went out there and they said, "Well, get us signatures, start a petition, and then come back to the meeting and show it to us." And they went and got petitions signed. They brought in people, and then someone contacted me and asked, "Well, will you go stand with us?" I said, "Sure." I wasn't running for office, and I went there and stood with them at a meeting. And Commissioner Cowan, Jessica Tetro, Gowan, all these people, they voted against them, and they refused to switch the name back to Fronton Street. To my Fronton people, to my St. Joe Mafia people, to my Rivera people, Southmost people. Does that sound like a city commission or a commissioner that listens to the wants and the needs of the individuals who voted them into office? Surely is not. It isn't. Because they played them for fools. They made them do the work, the legwork. They made them go out there, guys. They even called me, and they still voted against them. John Cowan, there is a passage in Scripture, since you're out there throwing Bible verses all over the place, and I'm anxious to be on a debate stage with you, my man, because I'll preach to you Bible, son. Dice la Escritura, si en lo poco no eres fiel, ¿quién te ha de confiar lo mucho? If in the little, John Cowan, you have not been faithful, why should we trust you with the more? And the answer is simple. They screwed over the Fronton people, the viejitas, the elderly, the handicapped. For my St. Joe people and everyone else in the city of Brownsville, do you think that they're not going to screw you over? Of course they are. Because at the end of the day, they don't serve you, my St. Joe people. They don't serve you, my Rivera Southmost people. They serve the $150,000 that they invested in that campaign. That's who they serve. That's who they will continue to serve if you give them the opportunity.
But it goes back to the same thing. Like, you could yell it till you're blue in the face and most people agree with you. Like I agree 100% with what you're saying, but ultimately, the people of Brownsville need to want that change, and they need to actually go out and vote for somebody other than the already established people that are there. You're basically like Jessica Tetro. She's already a commissioner and she's running for mayor. What did you benefit from her while she was commissioner? What did the people benefit? What did she do? What did she change?
Nothing.
Did she voice concerns for the people in her district?
No.
Did she go out there and when when we had the cold snap that the Arctic blast came in, and what was she out there checking her people to see, like, and this goes for all the commissioners, were any of them out there checking on their people?
No.
Was Lord Farquaad out there?
No.
And yet these are the same people they want back in office. These are the same people they keep voting back in office.
Well, again, I'm hopeful and hoping that this community starts to wake up and you know starts to want something a little bit different. Commissioner, I am amazed that Commissioner Tetro, Commissioner Cowan, and Commissioner Golonsky, still have the nerve to put their name on the ballot to come back. And every single individual who overpaid because of Tenasca, every single individual who has been suffering to put $10 of gas in their car, needs to remember that come election time, you hold the power to affect the change in this community. And what Pablo says is right. Guys, do not forget what Peter says is right. Remember what they've done to us. Remember how they,
Remember what they didn't do for you.
and remember what they didn't do. Remember that they don't care.
They
Your
only want your money.
your voice has been mute, silenced, askew, because they don't care. The only thing they care about is putting money in their pocket, putting money in their compadre's pocket, hiring their boy toys, hiring their compadres, getting them cushy jobs here, cushy jobs there.
Taking BCIC money and opening their businesses.
Something that a lot of folks here in the city of Brownsville would love to be able to do. Probably will never be able to do because they're not part of that clique.
They're not part of the clique.
They're not part of that group that continues to bleed the city dry. So I am running for mayor of the city of Brownsville. I think I read somewhere that Susan is contemplating running. I think she talked about wearing that shoe size on her post. So I'm hoping that Susan Rubalcaba opts to decide to run as well. I'm hopeful that Katy Presas will throw her hat in the ring and will give them a run for their money. And let me say, I think got a lot of feedback from a lot of individuals in regards to Miss Linda Macias. Linda, I wish you well. Show us that you are not part of that slate. Prove to us that you're not part of that little clique. We'll see what happens. Until that day, whilst we continue to only have present your association with Commissioner de las Chanclas, Nerith Galansky, Jessica Tetro, and John Cowan, till that day, I'm going to continue to believe that you're in cahoots with them. And I'm sorry, you are the candidate. You need to prove us wrong. It's not the other way around. So it's going to be an interesting race, guys. And Commissioner Cowan, I will bring up every single dime that you, Sampaio, stole, took, pocketed from the Brownsville Housing Authority. I have the information coming in, my man. I will put forth every single vote you made against the people of Brownsville. Every single time that you turned a blind eye or a blind ear to the hurt of these folks here that you're supposed to represent as a county commissioner. Because Commissioner Cowan, Bible verse time, si en lo poquito no eres fiel, ¿por qué se te ha de confiar lo mucho? Commissioner Tetro, you had an opportunity to voice your concerns about everything dealing with Tenasca. You served as a city commissioner throughout the Tenasca fiasco. You voted for every single rate increase, every single one. So it's not personal, guys. Again, I am friends with Commissioner Tetro. I am friends with John Cowan. It's not personal. It's business. And you've hurt this community. And I am a part of it. So I'm going to work my darndest to make sure that my community has choice between someone who effed us over and someone's who willing to be transparent and show a different way, a better way. And I'm praying that we'll get word from Susan Rubalcaba in regards to what her intentions are for this upcoming race. I want to thank the people of Brownsville who came out by the droves today to sign my sheets. Nearly, guys, 70 signatures in one day on one day's notice. So thank you. I might get all the signatures tomorrow. I had planned to turn them in Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. I might get Eddie's signatures tomorrow. I've already gotten a lot of promises of individuals that are planning to come by. Let me say, guys, thank you. If I do get all my signatures in, guys, tomorrow, I will be turning in my signatures with my request to be placed on a ballot on my birthday, Friday, January 20th.
A subtle throw out there that Friday's your birthday.
I just needed to throw it out there. But I mean, it's going to come out on everybody's feed. I mean, everyone, their mother is going to know that.
Y viaje para Monterrey.
No, I'll be, actually, my dentist is coming to enter. Yo pienso que en mi humilde opinión, claro, sin ofender a los que piensan diferente, en mi punto de vista que estás perdiendo el tiempo leyendo mi comentario. I love you, papá. Pues sí, perdí buenos 3 segundos que pude estar hablando de mi cumpleaños, Commissioner de las Chanclas. It will be my birthday on Friday. I had planned to be a quiet day. I am going to get a quick shave, una peinadita. My dentist is coming in Friday night. We plan to go to Ojos Locos Friday night.
Hoy no más.
So, can I marry your dentist? No, that's my job. No. If anyone tonight is listening that works at Ojos Locos, can you send me a confirmation that I'm going to have a reservation for Friday night? That's where my cuñado wanted to spend Ojos Locos, and for my cuñado, the only way that they will let him into Ojos Locos is if he goes with me. So, if anyone has any communications with Ojos Locos, I need a reservation for Friday. So that is where I plan to be a Friday night. Ojos Locos.
Hey, is that an invite for everybody to show up and you're going to buy them something?
No. Hooters on top. Not gonna go to Hooters. Love you, Joseph. No, no, but I will let people buy me stuff if that's okay. You getting a massage? Wink, wink. I better be getting something on my damn birthday. Uh, Let me see. Now greasing the monkey makes sense. Oh, it's a different kind of monkey. But that is my plan. I plan to do a couple of things. I plan to get a shave during the day. I plan, hopefully by Friday, to turn in all my signatures. Again, I'm hoping that I have them all tomorrow, and I'll turn them in on Friday. I think that might be a good omen that I turn them in on my birthday. And then I don't have anything planned. I think no one's invited me to lunch yet. That's a hint, hint to anyone, everyone out there. So no plans yet. Uh, Plan to spend most of my day at the office. I plan to spend the night at Ojos Locos unless uh, doesn't work out.
Unless your reservation gets canceled.
Guess I get no reservation, and that doesn't happen. But guys, if you're anyone's associated with Ojos Locos, please make me a reservation without me having to call it in. That would mean the world to me. Saturday, I plan to take my dentist to Matamoros. We're going to go look at. He might be opening a dental office in Matamoros.
Really?
Yeah, he's going to keep his dental office in Cadereyta, but we're working on getting him situated here in Matamoros so he could spend the weekends here with me.
So it could be closer to you.
Well, maybe, but we're seeing. We're going to check that out. I plan to drive to McAllen to have um, Korean food on Saturday. I'm going to go have bibimbap.
What?
Bibimbap.
Is it good?
That's amazing. Bibimbap is the most delicious Korean dish I've ever tasted.
Where do
Bibimbap,
you get it from?
Korean restaurants.
No. But over there in McAllen.
It's called House of Soul, Soul House, something like that. It's on Pecan, I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but House of Soul. There's a Korean lady there that I think she owns the place. Let me tell you, she'll go to your table and she'll mix. She'll put in the right amount of sauces and stuff. It's amazing. So if anyone out there wants to join us for lunch at the Soul House in McAllen, you're more than welcome. I will say that I am going to perform a wedding in Edinburgh. So I will have a wedding in Edinburgh at 1 o'clock, I think. So I'll do the wedding, and then 1:30, 1:45, I'll head on to Soul House. I'll go out there and have Korean food, bibimbap. Maybe take the kids shopping out there, and then come back because I have a 5 o'clock wedding. And then I don't know, maybe take the kids to the island or something, just to have like a dinner out there, or maybe just take them to something nice and fancy here locally. They like to eat those huercos and mendigos. They like to eat. But that is my Saturday. On Sunday, I will be having church service at 10 o'clock, 10 to 12. After church service, we're going to have a birthday party at the church. So anyone wants to go to church with me on Sunday, you can. That'll be my official birthday party on Sunday. I will be marrying someone there at the church as well. It's going to be a renewal of vow themes party. So if anyone wants to go to that, that's you're more than welcome as well.
Wow. Busy weekend.
That's going to be hopefully a very, very busy. Pablo, thanks for coming on, man.
No, I appreciate it. Even though I got the message all late after you told me like no 3 times.
Well, sometimes you gotta take a no and spin it another way. Oh, you did great. And again, I'll send you the link tomorrow. There's a
Yeah,
couple of things that might help out. I think you're on your phone.
yeah.
Put your phone sideways. It might give you a better picture.
No, there you go. Huh?
And usually finding a one place so you don't have to be going back and forth. That also helps. I'll give you a bunch of little tips and pointers. But you did a great job.
Yeah, I I
So,
appreciate it, man.
so I'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Good. It's great to meet you. And well, I met you, but it's great for the people out there to meet you. And I'm sure that everyone is interested in getting your feedback in regards to what's going on. I'll shoot you some information in regards to what I'm hearing throughout the day, so that you'll have an idea of what we're going to talk about in the evenings.
yeah, man. I'm always on Facebook, keeping up with whatever you post or whatever I see commissioners posting.
Good job, guys. Have a great evening. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer, still bleeding, all that crap, guys. I need signatures tomorrow. Let that be my birthday gift. And you could also take me a birthday gift. But let that be my birthday gift. Go sign my damn sheets. Go to the office, sign my sheets, and that way on Friday, my actual birthday, I'll be able to turn them in. That'd be great. Guys,
Hopefully.
we'll see y'all tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. in the morning. Thank you, Pablo. Guys, be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.